More than 3.5 years after the deadly Grenfell Tower blaze, new figures show work to remove similar-style cladding on residential tower blocks has been completed on less than half of the buildings that have it. The government identified almost 400 tower blocks in England alone that needed cladding removed. It says good progress is now being made, with work started, if not completed, on almost all of them. Ministers say that's a significant milestone, but residents say it's taking far too long, as Sarah Corker reports.
We have the same cladding that was on Grenfell.
Another day trapped in an unsafe home.
The bill for this.
Flat owners like Amy were told in 2017 that this block in Sheffield had dangerous cladding. But repair work only started last month and progress has been slow.
The government seem to think that it's okay for 3.5 years and they've literally just started to take a few panels off. It's not good enough.
While the government's building safety fund is paying for this cladding to be removed, the building has other fire safety faults that are not covered by the fund and could cost more than £6 million to fix. So flat owners are now facing repair bills of up to £50,000 each. Where do the shortfalls in the fund leave you?
Financially unstable, in a position where we could go bankrupt, not just me, but all the leaseholders. And I'm stuck in a building that's effectively unsafe, and it's absolutely terrifying.
The £1.6 billion building safety programme was set up to remove Grenfell-style cladding. Ministers say 95% of blocks have had it taken off or repairs are underway. But analysis of new data shows that work has been completed on just 58% of social housing, while in the private sector, cladding repairs have been finished on only 30% of blocks. And those applying to the fund, usually building managers or owners, are concerned about parts of the contract. The problem is there's a clause in here that says they'll have to pay for any repair works not covered by the fund, so an unknown and potentially huge cost that's likely to be passed on to flat owners.
It's a growing national scandal.
This solicitor specialises in housing law and warns the fund doesn't go far enough.
The scheme is significantly oversubscribed and underfunded. The result of that is somebody's going to need to pick up the bill. And who's that going to be? The contract makes clear that it's going to be the leaseholders. And that could potentially be tens of thousands of pounds, which of course could be ruinous.
And these huge costs and delays are paralysing parts of Britain's property market.
More than 50% of the valuation requests we get through we're unable to deal with. Because they're unsellable. A lender will not lend money on those properties.
The government refused our request for an interview, but told us significant progress has been made removing dangerous cladding, and ministers continue to press building owners to make homes safer. But those living in flammable flats say it's taking far too long. Sarah Corker, BBC News in Sheffield.